Hi class, the project we're going to work on while I'm gone is making a divisibility rules little book. This little book will be all about how numbers can be divided. So the first thing you have to learn is what are the divisibility rules. On the back of the rubric that your teacher has given you, you're going to find the picture that I have showing here where all the rules are printed. So a number can be divided by 2 if the last digit is an even number. And then there's an example of a number that is divisible by 2 and one that's not, because 4 is even and 5 is odd. A number can be divided by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So let's look at 216. 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 6 is 9. Since 9 is divisible by 3, then 216 is divisible by 3. This rule helps us a lot when we're trying to simplify larger numbers. A number is divisible by 4 if the last 2 digits form a number divisible by 4. So in 1044, since 44 is divisible by 4, then 1044 is also divisible by 4. A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is a 0 or a 5. A number is divisible by 6 if it follows the rules for 2, so it's even, and 3, that the digits add up to something divisible by 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 2 more is 9. And since 9 is divisible by 3, 1,332 is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. So 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So 144 is divisible by 9. And a number is divisible by 10 if the last digit of the number is a 0. So those are the rules that you're supposed to learn and memorize. And then we're going to go to the next slide to look at the rubric for this project. So the rubric is on the other side of the paper, and you can see that on the cover you have to title it with the title and then your first and last name and decorate it with color. Then we also have page 1, which is all about 2. So now I'm going to go to the next slide and show you exactly how to do the first page. Okay, so let's pretend that this is the first page of your little book after the cover. And the first thing you do is write the rule at the top. You can divide a number by 2 if the last digit is an even number. And then it asks for 3 examples of numbers that are divisible, and then 3 examples of numbers that are not divisible. So I'm going to say, okay, let's see, the number 4 is divisible by 2. The number 168 would be divisible by 2 because it ends in a even number. And let's go big with 10,562 because 2 is an even number. So it would be divisible by 2. Now for 3 examples that are not divisible by 2. Well, 3 is not divisible by 2. 7 is not divisible by 2. And let's say 1,765 is not divisible by 2. So that I have my T-chart. It's called a T-chart because, as you can see, this shape forms a T. And it does have to be labeled with the words divisible and not divisible at the top. Make sure you spell those right. It's kind of a hard word, lots of I's in there. Then the other thing it says on the rubric is you need to then find a fraction that can be simplified by 2. Well, I know that 4/6 could be simplified by 2, and that would give us 2/3 as our simplified fraction. Then the last thing it says is to put the page number 1 at the bottom in the middle. So there's page 1. Now, obviously, I'm writing with my finger on a screen, so it's not as neat as I would expect yours, but make them as neat and clear and colorful as you can. This is worth 100 points. It is summative, so make sure you use your class time wisely. This little book is due after Thanksgiving. Thank you.